Hello and welcome. My name is Aerith, and this is the 36-week update to my roster. You might be wondering why am I sitting here in Territory Wars, and the main reason is to shout out my guild. They absolutely annihilated the opponents this time. And you know what? Pretty proud of them. They did a dang good job. Good job, guys. They had some pretty tough opponents here, but we ended up getting through the front line and getting whatever they had in the bottom lane. That gives us some really good rewards. So good job to everybody in the guild. Let's claim those, and then we'll move on to what I'm actually doing in my personal roster. Now, I have been bringing Starkiller up because I realized that I'm gonna just need that team. It's gonna be a lot of fun to utilize him, which I also gonna need Palpatine for, and I already have Old Ben somewhere down here, as well as Mara Jade, and I have Ahsoka Tano coming in on the sidelines. What I've been farming daily has been Shock T and B1 Battle Droid as my ship requirements, but that hasn't mean that I've been neglecting ships because I got Anakin up to 7 stars, and now I've been working on getting the Raven's Claw up to 7 stars and the TIE Defender when I have extras. Razor Crest, you're at 50 out of 100, really close to getting him up to 7 stars as well. Dengar is going to be required for Executor. TIE Fighter Pilot is also going to be required for Executor, so I've got to relic them up all the way up to Relic 5. I just recently got IG-88 up to Relic 5, so he's complete. I still need to farm Piet up to 7 stars and then get him to Relic 7 or Relic 8. I also need to get Darth Vader up to Relic 7 and Boba Fett up to Relic 8. Now, one of the things that I've worked on, and one of the reasons why I was able to bring Starkiller up to year 12 so quickly, is because I did a little bit of whaling, I will admit. And some of you may have noticed as soon as you saw how many crystals I had. So I ended up finding a gift card that was hidden and thrown away, and anyway, while cleaning up, I ended up finding a gift card that had $150 on it. So I ended up utilizing the heck out of that. I wrote it down. I got the $45 for Canadian currency, the $45 Kyrotech cargo pack, as well as the $39 Kyrotech combat kit. Both of those include the taxes, so it might be a little bit different on what you get. Either way, the cargo pack, Kyrotech cargo hack, had 100 Mark 9 Kyrotechs, 100 Mark 7 Kyrotechs, 10 injector cells, 10 injector handles, and 10 injector heads. So it had 100 of these, 100 of the other Kyrotechs, and then it also had 10 of these types of injectors: handles, cells, and heads. The Kyrotech combat kit ended up having one full Kyrotech shock prod, Mark 7. So not this. It had I'd have to find that, but it had a full shock prod. So we go down to who needs the Mark 7? Anyway, the Mark 7, a full Mark 7. It also had 75 Mark 7 Kyrotechs, and a total of 125 Mark 7 Kyrotechs, and 125. Holy crap, I am like getting out of it. Come on. 125 Mark 9 Kyrotechs as well. So 125 of these ones, 125 of the other ones, and a full shock prod. And then I also spent $31.63 on the $2,800 or 2,800 crystal pack 2 times, but I got it in the web store, so I got a bonus 100 and something crystals. So I got a total of 5,880 crystals for $63.26. Now that's like $147.99. That's how much it is in my currency. It might be different depending on where you are and how much you would spend on the game. Anyway, that's helped me a lot in order to get Starkiller up, bring Kyros quickly up as possible. Shock T is almost at 7 stars. B1 Battle Droid is nearly there as well. I'm bringing Captain Rex up. I actually geared him up and brought his levels up, as well as Admiral Piet, because they're both at 5 stars, so they're at the point where they're actually getting to potentially be useful. Now, another thing that I've been looking at and thinking about and debating is I have 90 Zeta mats. I've just been debating on where am I going to use them, where are they going to be most useful. Now, I have a full Phoenix team, so my Captain Rex could be very useful in the Phoenix team. The Admiral Piet could also be useful with his which one? Not his Zealous Commander, I believe Imperial Ambition, but I haven't brought him up with any of his gear at all, or any of his abilities at all. I could work on Starkiller's Zetas. I could look at some of these relic characters that I have who might have good potential Zetas. Dash might have some. Mandalorian might have some. Who knows? I wonder. It's up to you guys. You guys can let me know what you guys would put on where would you apply those Zetas if you were me in the roster that I have? That's what I'm trying to ask without the stuttering. Also, while I'm at it, I would ask you guys to definitely go and check out my posts and vote on which game you guys would like me to play. So far, at the moment, Jedi Fallen Order is I got extra energy. Jedi Fallen Order is in the lead, followed by Bloodborne and God of War are close together, and then Resident Evil is like got no votes for Resident Evil. Nobody likes the game, or they just had enough of it in 2010 when it came out. Anyway, that's what I've been working on regularly. As for mods, I was thinking also of maybe putting up a stream where I work on my mods, because my mods are not great. A lot of gear are level 12 mods, a lot of mods that are not applied to characters that are not up there yet, right? Piet, TIE Pilot, Thrawn. And then the mods that I do have upgraded are not all the best. So maybe I could find some higher quality mods for some different characters, or maybe just start upgrading some of these level 12 mods to 15. That way my team might be better, and I could probably actually climb accordingly, as opposed to just, fluking my way to victory. At least that's how I feel I went through this whole the last 3 rounds. That was incredible. I can't believe I won 3-0. Anyway, I've also gotten very distracted with Bloodborne, so I've not... Well, my post is semi-lying now, because I have now played Bloodborne. I've gotten through 4 bosses, and it is an incredible game, but I completely understand why nobody would have wanted me to play that for the first time on stream without any sort of experience, because I literally spent 4 hours ending myself over and over and over and over and over again. All in the starting zone. Instead of deciding, hey, maybe I'm not strong enough to fuck with these guys, let's go around them and come back and slaughter them later. Anyway, I've gotten to the point where I could go back to the starting zone and fulfill my sadistic tendencies. But I couldn't do that at the start of the game. The game is not as linear as it makes out to be. But that's venting and ranting on stuff that I'm totally not about right now. Grand Arena. Nice. Always good. Right now we are talking about Swigo. Now the next thing I should also bring up is capital ships. Oh yes. That's going to be very important. All three of these ships are getting really close. I recently just got Executrix up to 60 out of 100, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to gamble to try and get the extra 40 out of the gambling of getting 10 to 330 shards of the ship. You know, the same thing will come out with the Endurance when the Endurance comes out, because it's going to come out within 2 days, so I'll be able to get that to possibly 95 shards. 15, 60, 75, 85, 90, 90, and then they have the extra one with that's worth $12.99, so I'll get that. So I'll have my first 7-star ship will be the Endurance. Interesting, eh? Maybe I should have paid attention to these more, or maybe I don't even know if they were up that often. I'm not sure how Home 1 is at 85. Probably should have brought it up to 90. May not have had the crystals at the time. Anyway, before I get into a weird rant about another game that I've been playing or want to play or whatever, or I go into something completely irrelevant, like the fact that I'm competing on April 20th into a jiu-jitsu competition, and I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also terrified. Anyway, before I get into more distractions, I'll let you guys go. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.